Action.
You're welcome back to the second Bass Bros segment. So on this segment we have Honorable Ademola Titilope Ajibola, CEO Maya Award,
Thank you.
and we have Mr. Ayo George, founder of Enterprising Women Award Africa, and he's also our CEO of Kijani TV. Thank you very much for joining us. Mr. Titilope, I want to direct this question to you first. People feel that award winning should be free, while some people believe that award winning should uh, why people believe that award winning should come with money, because there are so many people that believe that, okay, I before they give me this award they know I'm doing well, so I'm not supposed to pay for this. While some people believe that award organizers spend a lot of money in putting things together. What do you think? What do you have to say to this?
Well, thank you. One, I've done a number of awards events, and I think the most popular part of all these businesses is Maya Awards. I've done Westerners Enterprise Awards, Wagoners, I've done Southwest Fashion Awards, I've done Pace Awards, which I think is like the only awards event that celebrates Oyo State indigenous, when we have to do every February, which is the creation of Oyo State. The Pace Award, we do not ask anybody to pay. Why? Because we're celebrating a state. We feel like, okay, we've done something for the society. Let us just appreciate you for doing that. But for Maya Awards, I think the lowest budget for Maya Awards in the past 3-4 years is like 12 million. The lowest. So if I'm spending 12 million naira for an event, let me just say 12 million. And you know 12 million is a whole lot of money. How am I expected to get the 12 million? Why should I put my, let's say 10 million now? Why should I carry 10 million naira that I've worked hard for to celebrate you and receive, and God bless you? It makes no sense. So sometimes you need to share costs, you need to share the burden. So if I see people doing voting platform awards, I don't blame them. If you feel I'm collecting money from people to vote on my award, you can as well just hold on to when I want the Pace Award or Wagoners. Those ones you don't need to pay money. If it reaches you, you will get it. But if you're coming on my awards, we do adverts. So far so good. We've been on NIP TV, we've been on Africa Magic. These things cost money. So I've been on almost all blogs. You can search mainly like KG, all blogs. So are you thinking I go to these places with one naira? No, it is money. And as much as awards are meant to be charity, always understand too that people who run award shows also have dues to pay. So if I'm celebrating you, I tell people, I have friends who have foundations. Notable people. Those people make money from foundation. Even if you check the internet now, you see these days people go on Instagram, gather money to support some people, give the families money because they are broke and all that. And those people get some amount from doing so. So if foundation does not bring money to people, Nigerians are super crazy. We don't invest in what does not reward us. So people who are doing foundation must be getting something in return for foundation, which is even expected to be charity, not number of an awards event. So if you have any objection to people doing voting awards, yeah, you are allowed to. But I think people who do the business will agree with me that, oh yes, we've gotten to a place where that even gives some sense of value to the award. Like, okay, I actually gingered. I used my money, my people mobilized with like 500,000, with like 200,000, with like 50,000 to get me this award. So that will not make you miss the award event. That will not make you break the award. And I think with that, yeah, it is a
Mr.
big deal.
George, over to you, please.
Thank you for having me. Well, I've always been an advocate of whatever you want to do, ensure it has some level of value. I make comparisons. Like we have musical concerts, we have some other types of events. Recently, David had his concert, the video. I think the least table at the concert was 3 million. He had 7 million, he had 5 million. People bought those tables. There was no argument. But let somebody putting up an award, come to you, Baba, we're celebrating you, and we would like you and probably 8 of your friends to come on the table, and the table is $500,000. People begin to think, why? You went to David's event, you got a table of 7 million. There was no problem. David's event was just a musical event, adding nothing to anybody. No disrespect. You go there, you buy the table, you eat, you drink, you jump on the table, everybody is happy, you go home. But an award event is meant to celebrate you, is meant to project you. Nobody knows till tomorrow. Tables at David's event, they were sold, but we don't know those who bought those tables. We don't know their names, we don't know their identity. But if it were to be an award event, I'm sure there will be bloggers everywhere that this person was celebrated at this event, regardless of the fact that he bought tables and he attended with his friends. So what I'm trying to say in essence is, awards, like he has mentioned, takes a whole lot. It is like planning any other event. I posted recently on my WhatsApp status when the CEO of Toro, by the way, organized David's event.
Okay.
She told the world at the press conference that they had to go borrow ₦1 billion to start the promotion for David's event. ₦1 billion. So it takes a whole lot. But when we try to attach some costs, shared costs, like he pointed out to these things, people feel this award is meant to celebrate people. Why are they collecting money? Everything from A to Z about awards is money. Everything. Because it is, like I mentioned, like you are also putting up like any other event. So for me, people have various opinions about
No, forget about people's opinions.
whether or
do
not.
you think it is right?
Oh,
Or do you
yes.
think it is normal for
Oh.
people to vote?
100%, man. Because I have some award platforms. I run the Enterprising Women Awards Africa. I run the Oyo State Lounge and Restaurant Awards. And I consult for so many other awards. And when people come to me to even ask, how do you think I can go about this? There's no sponsor. And I used to tell everybody, one of the major reasons why award owners will always be doing paid voting is probably because they don't have sponsors. If, for example, Ewa, my own brand, I get a sponsor tomorrow that says, okay, AY, what can 20 million do for Ewa? I might not do paid voting. Why would I want to stress anybody when a sponsor has given me 20 million? But I have a project at hand, my budget is 10 million, I have just 2 million. And I need to also do this event. So I'm definitely going to come up with some arrangements, some form of, we've had various awards in Nigeria, the Headies, big awards. People do paid voting. As big as the Headies is, people still do paid voting, 50 naira per vote, like we all do. So it's just a way of sharing the costs. So that people also, okay, you truly love my brand, support me with your votes. If indeed you truly appreciate what I'm doing.
So if you feel I need to be celebrated, then I need to pay for it.
It's not actually payment.
Okay.
You are supporting the cause.
Okay.
Yes.
But is there a way you can make people realize that they are supporting instead of paying? Because people see it as they buying the vote.
Okay, what I do for my own events, if I write you a letter informing you that I'm celebrating you, there is a tone my letter comes with that you will know, this initiative is beautiful. I can't write you a letter. Yes, if you write 100 letters, probably 20 might not respond, but 80 will definitely. So 80 responding should tell you that I think this idea works. Because at the end of the day, what awards do is to create some form of, do you know what societal validation means to some people? We are over 200 million people in Nigeria. I am telling you, more than 190 million have never been awarded by any platform. We might probably be recycling the same people all of us have been awarded.
And there are some people that are doing well that are not popular.
That people don't know.
That people don't know. Yes.
So, when I said cost the other time, even researching to try to get the right people to award is money. Every aspect of the project costs money. And, you know, probably in this part of the world, people feel award should be free, as you should. But I want to state emphatically that awards, a proper award event, costs a lot of money, a whole lot. A friend of mine, I won't want to mention his name on air, he won an award in the US some years back. They contacted him, sent him a letter, you have been nominated. My friend pushed for votes. He was in the same category with some other top celebrities. He won. My friend won. They told him he had won the category. Weeks turned into months. My friend was expecting his plaque because he won the award. This happened in the US. So I told him, reach out to these people, ask them about the plaque. So he did. He asked them a few times. The day they finally responded to him, hello, how are you doing? The next chat was a figure, $1,500. That was what was sent to me. No long talk, no, they were even rude, as far as I'm concerned. They just said hello, and the next thing was a figure. So they were telling him, bro, make payment and get your plaque. You see some awards happen even in Nigeria. They give you an award plaque on stage for you to take pictures with. Once you get down that stage, they collect it from you. So if you want that plaque on your shelf, you pay for it. Because to create an Eddie's plaque, for example, costs tons of millions. So you think Ayanima Shaun, because he's a reverend father, or he has been called to come and do charity in the world, you run, do those beautiful Eddie's plaques and just begin to dash it out to people because they know how to sing.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Ademola. So if someone is going to win your award, what are the criteria for nominating and winning?
We've always worked with a straightforward code, which is the CVC. And the CVC is a code that we coined like 7-8 years ago, which is one, your credibility. We don't celebrate you and have to hide our face.
People feel you nominate popular people who are popular.
We've made not tons of people popular with my own brand, because I can say this with my own mouth and no disrespect. If anybody wants to be honest, many people that I discovered got celebrated by other awards after I discovered them. Go and make your friends anywhere you want. I can speak for one for Posh Glow. When I celebrated Posh Glow, I was started coming in for Posh Glow. Posh Glow even said that when she was relocating to Nigeria, they told her to get a City People Award and my award. Same thing I can say, but MKH has gotten more popular. MKH is a company I love so much. It's owned by one of my brothers. It has gotten so popular and more popular after getting my awards. Not to talk of tons of people. The problem with people thinking anything is Nigeria is a place where many people are shallow minded, and that is maybe my factual, honest about Shobo boy. Many people are myopic and very, very low in thoughts because you feel as a person that once a person is getting a pig voting, they've done a job, and it's a battle of influence. I ran for an office last year. I sent a BC on my WhatsApp group to everybody like, okay, I want to get reform. Let's assume I'm broke. Yeah, I've spent money on my election, 2,000 from tons of you people that watch my status. And then one day he's aware. We raised like 2.4 million. To some people, maybe I'm hungry, fine. But I know how much I spend on my political venture. So if you feel you're strong enough, if they tell you voting is 50-50 now, and you are really as influential and useful as you think of yourself, you should not have a problem raising 500,000 naira in votes. So when you raise 500,000 naira in votes, where you should have a problem is when you now win and you are not giving a reception that commensurates with 500,000. You should be angry. You can't come. Anybody that's attended any of my events, I try to put my best into my events and I can brag about it. You don't come to my event and feel like, oh, I have attended a wishy-washy event. So last year, we had like on red carpet reception, like we fed 100 people. Like red carpet, come in, take a drink, eat, free of charge. Where did the money come from? I didn't steal it. So if you're coming to my event, you're seeing screens, you're seeing lights. Nice was the headlining artist last year. We've had Kiss Daniel and Maya Awards. We've had several people. These people, whether they are my people or not, I send them something. So if people feel we celebrate popular people, get popular. It's basic. I should not use my award to make you even popular. Why am I celebrating you for being nothing? So the only people who are going to be hungry at least celebrating popular people are those people who are doing nothing meaningful with their lives. Eddies will not celebrate you as that upcoming boy in Benin City or Oshobo Town. Eddies will celebrate you for being a continental superstar.
And you think awards should be all about that?
That is what are we celebrating if no excellence?
But there are some people who are doing well that are not popular.
If you are excellent, you will get popular. I am going to say that 1,001 times.
But not everybody wants popularity.
They are not excellent. Ask me out. Nosa Asemota is the official photographer to the incoming president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Nosa is not as popular as that. But Nosa is excellent. Bayomondori was not popular when he met Buhari. But because he was excellent, it will come. Ayo Adeagbo, one of our boys from Ibadan here, is presently the photographer to the Speaker of the House of Reps. He was having my late uncle who was the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Shegun Adeyemo. Ayo was not popular. Nobody knew Ayo extreme inside UI. But when Ayo's work spoke, Ayo got popular. Ayo launched a project last year or 2 years ago. The Vice President of Nigeria was on seat with everybody. Excellence will bring popularity. It was when Jesus started doing magic, signs and wonders, that people started following him everywhere. Feed 5,000 people. Nobody knew Jesus when Jesus was fasting. Nobody. I'm a church boy, so I know about all these things. It is when you are excellent. The man behind the camera tomorrow, if he gets popular, shoots a video like T.J. Omori, we will forget T.J. Omori and chase him. It's a principle. Before T.J. Omori came, we had Matt Max. Who's talking about Matt Max in Nigeria today? Who's talking about Patrick Ellis in Nigeria today? How many people is talking about Clarence Peters today? Did they not win awards? So if today now we want to do an award event, it is only a senseless person that we're expecting to go and celebrate people who are not there when we have T.J. Omori and Pierre Villains that are trending and rave. So when you get popular, it is normal. Two-Face Idibia was celebrated years back. How many awards have you seen Two-Face Idibia been nominated this year? Because they are not the rave. We are celebrating the Crayon, the Bayanis, the Aista, Remas. Because popularity will come when you are excellent. Tomorrow now, the other boys will celebrate. We don't even know them. Nobody celebrated Shey Vibes 3 years ago. Now Shey Vibes is the in thing. Every award you get, Shey Vibes get it. Eddie's award is here. Asake will get all the awards. Why are they celebrating Asake? Because Asake is the rave. Asake is popular. So that is the way it is gone. People don't even know about award business. They just want to open their filthy mouth and just say nonsense. Yes. And until people understand that award is a serious business, like medicine, engineering, and all that. nothing will change. And that is what we are pushing underneath. So again, a couple of projects that we will not announce yet. But I know in the next 6-7 months, a whole lot of people would take awards business more seriously. Because if award business was not a serious sector, why are people always even angry when they see people doing big things? Why is it their own concern? If it is not a business that is valuable, you should not be interested. Why are they not talking about the Alakara woman that has increased the Akara from 15 naira per squeeze to 100 naira? That should be a business to be interested in too. But nobody is talking about the Akara woman. Nobody is talking about the Eco woman. But he's talking about the awards business because the award business looks like a business you should be involved in.
Yeah.
So if you know it is easy, I said this years back. Demola Maya is doing, Demola Maya is doing badly with my award. Okay, it's easy. Go to Lagos, rent Yard 158 on Anchor Mall, call DJs. I'll give you the number of the person that does the Maya award plaque. Do like 70 as we always do. Rent lights from Ebu TV. Rent sound from Femi Adewale. When you've gathered all those monies, call people. This is Yesuya Janoku, Dasha one. This is the host of Ibadan Media, Dash him one award. This is your judge, Dash him one award. It is simple. Even if you call me, I will come. Dash me award too. It is easy. It is not a must. It is not do or die.
Yes,
me, I'm doing it badly. You know how to do it best. Yeah. Please, dash us award. Then let us see where your life will be in 3 years. Even if you will be consistent in the business, because people do. I will not talk about medical practice because I don't have an idea of it.
Yeah.
The only thing I know how to buy is when I have catarrh, give me anti-fed or whatever drug. When I have malaria, give me anti-malaria drugs. I use it and I feel like okay, I'm fine. And if it is worse, I go see a doctor. That does not give me the liberty to say a doctor does not know his or her coins. It is common sense. So if you don't know how it works in a particular sector, you just don't come and make people who are patronizing it. Yeah, the most influential award series is our awards event. I first one or two people because of the particular brand. Because I know what pain it takes to even do the event. And some people will still not feel impressed about what the event does. But year in, year out, the event is growing. So with or without anybody, we will get to where we want to go to. And one of the quotes I love most in the world is there's no amor against fate. Where we will get to, we will get there. It might just be delayed. But people's opinion should actually not define our own scope of operation.
Thank you very much. Mr. Hayward.
Sorry. I'm like photographer.
Cameroon. This is right first. So yeah.
I'm going to ask the last
Pick,
question.
exactly.
Wait, is that about sponsorship?
Close the door.
Close it up, please.
Gaffer. Camera rolling. Action.
Mr. Hayward, let's talk about sponsorship. So many people have issues when it comes to sponsoring events. Because at the end of the day, when I'm sponsoring your event, what value am I getting? Am I just giving you money and after the event that's all, and the following year you come back again and you want to do award? You know, what do you think sponsors should get values for their money, or you should just give you money to do things? After you, Mr. Demola, please, you're going to answer this question. So many people believe that coming for an award event and paying 5,000 naira and say they will not give me food. Someone who pays for 500,000 naira for table start complaining, why did they give me just coke and small chop? Do you think award events is for eating and merry and all of that people should be much more focused on food? So Mr. AY, let me start from you.
I think you also answered the question by asking the question. It's about value exchange. You approach a sponsor, you pitch your idea to the sponsor. This is what I want to do. But there's nowhere in the proposal where you explain to the sponsor, this is what is in it for you. And that's the mistake a whole lot of event practitioners, not even awards, they don't. There's no sponsor, no matter how rich, be it Dangote or anybody. I want to fork out 10 million on your project. and all I get is just a table of 8. Really? Are you serious? No media leverage, no traction, no visibility, nothing. I just get a table of 8. Okay, I'll get back to you. And that's the usual language in this industry. We'll get back to you. And they never get back. So getting sponsorship, yes, the sponsors are thinning out, especially in this environment where we are, Ibadan. Because most of the time, for me, most of the sponsorship I've gotten have come from Lagos. Because if you go meet any brand, the established ones here, especially the blue chip companies, like the MTNs of this world and all, they tell you, there's little we can do here. You have to go to the HQ in Lagos. So there's really no point starting to push from here when the people here can really not do anything. So you also have to be street smart. This kind of information, you have to arm yourself with it so that you don't just fight like someone beating the air. Sponsorship here is almost going to be a miracle. Except you get individuals that just feel and I love what this guy is doing, and they reach out to you themselves. But if you feel you need the blue chip companies, those big organizations, then you need to be pitching your project to the right people through the right sources.
Let me quickly say this. There has not been government involvement in award, and nobody is saying anything about it.
Well, personally, I think everybody in the industry in Oyo State, they know how much I have castigated this government for abandoning. It is abandoned.
Nothing has
There's no other way to coin it. For abandoning this kind of sector that indeed is driving the whole world. I stand to be corrected. I doubt if we can mention 4 sectors in the world. I doubt if you can mention 1 to 4 without mentioning the entertainment and tourism industry across the world. And this is an industry our own government just decided to just park aside. Although we've gotten assurances that the next 4 years will be beautiful, it will be lovely. We are waiting. But coming back to the issue, if the government, and I always tell people, at times it is not even about the government doling out money. Support from government doesn't have to be physical cash. I remember in 2012, I approached the Lagos State government, and that's why I always blow the trumpet of Lagos State.
Please blow the trumpet of Ibadan.
Because in 2012, I wasn't even this big in the industry. I wrote a letter to the then governor, Raji Fashola. They responded to me. I asked for Lagos State government endorsement for my project, Eco Music Festival. They gave me the endorsement. I was shocked. I didn't know anybody from anywhere. They responded. That's a working system. Because Lagos State government will always be steps ahead of other governments. Because they understand what entertainment brings into Lagos. They understand what tourism brings into Lagos. So they are fixated on it. They are particular about that industry. So they gave me that support. Once the news broke that I got endorsement from the state government, companies started calling me. They started reaching out to me before I even went, to meet them. So that's what government support does. The Lagos State government didn't give me a dime, but companies that felt, oh wow, so government is supporting this event, there must be something about that event, and that was why they came. So we'll keep pushing, we won't give up.
Mr. Demola, in just 2 minutes, can you clear the hair off?
Yeah.
Okay, I pay 5,000 naira for it.
One for one, even if I'm paying 10,000 naira to a babe, I expect that she will maybe say big thank you or peck myself. So it is expected that if you spoil your partner, your woman, your children, they're expected to even say a lot of thank you. I feel it will be rude, annoying, and greedy of any event planner to collect as much as half a million naira from anybody and give them Google and I speak for myself, and I'm confident to say that anybody that's ever attended Maya Awards Africa or any of my events, there is always a premium reception for people, and I can say that even in my sleep. So if you are supporting somebody with 500,000 and you get there, they are giving you a pack of catfish for 7 people to share, maybe you should hold them like the legs and blow them like the face. That's what I feel. For event vendors, event planners who do that, I feel it is greedy on them, and I would advise they actually just put an end to that nonsense, because at least if you are getting any figure from anybody, let there be at least 40 to 50% of value for what they've paid. So if you're giving me my awards, we sold tables. Last time we sold tables of 1 million, we bought as much as Azul, a bottle of Azul, and we had I think Mattel and all that. For those who paid for 500, we give them a bottle of NSAXO and drinks like that. Those who came free of charge, give them Angostura, 4 cousins, and all of that. So that is how I feel it should be. Make it premium, make it worthy. But if somebody's giving 5,000, at least let them have maybe a bottle of water. If people are paying as much of, and these complaints I've heard a whole lot of time, and I use my own event as a case study, like I don't. So yes, award is expected to be merry. It should be a red carpet reception thing. People should party. I was at an event yesterday, and I was telling my people, like, I greeted, that was one of my friends' musical concerts. I greeted like 25 people I have not seen in like a long time. Bro, what's up? That is what I want to do. Celebrating me, take pictures, interact, tell me what you do, collect my card, let us just meet up, let us create new ideas. So yeah, merriment is actually allowed. That is why you see that the paparazzi on the red carpet of Grammys, Oscars, and all that is what makes people want to fly from Nigeria to. You see where our celebrities are even always excited when they're at Grammys red carpet, because it's an exposure for people. So then I think event vendors too should make red carpet what red carpet should really be about. It is not a red carpet reception, we have just 1 or 2 cameras. It is meant to be a conglomeration of cameras, red carpet host. Last night we had like 4 people wanting to interview one same person, so it brings excitement. Like I went to this event, somebody's asking about my clothes, somebody's telling me I'm beautiful, somebody's telling, so all those things add up to it, and I think we got on our side, we'll get there. As I said, it is pathetic and painful that Oyo State, and I'll use this to appeal and also still knock the state government, which is headed by I think the amiable, I use the word I think amiable because I think people like him, Governor Shima Makinde, to please come to the aid of the industry. A whole lot of people in the industry are even dying in silence. Those who had made, Ibadan used to be on the world map, showing cars, the Achebis, the Jazz, Tunji Shotimerin, Tunji Oyelana, Sonny Ade, all of them were here. Durola Dipo, Ade Love, and all that. They were all here. Now, the remotes are relocating to Lagos. Everybody wants to run away from the city. It is a slap on the state government. I think the last time there was a tangible event in Oyo State that had to do with the government was chilling with the governor at Agodi Gardens. And that was when Ajimobi wanted to do his re-election. And that was 2009. 2015. 2015 till now is like almost 10 years. Even 10 years, nobody can come out and say they've done a show of 10 million, and the state government either give them 1 million or even bought tables or give them endorsement. I think we're not doing well as a government, and that is actually a honest opinion. So I contested because of all these anomalies. I felt if I was in power, I would be able to do something as little as using my letterhead to recommend for support for my people, and I feel those who are in those offices should please just rise to that situation.
A big thanks to Mr. Ademola Atta and Mr. AY George. Thank you for your contribution
Thank you.
so far. So, in 1 minute, what advice do you have for people who wants to start what you're doing? What advice can you give them in just 1 minute?
Well, for me, I'll tell them straight ahead. Then you'll see shaking.
You're going to see enough shaking.
Answer.
Okay, for me, I would say this. Trust me, there's no money in awards. You, like I said, you see Shege, and as much as there's no money in awards, there's one thing awards will do to you that no money can buy for you. Awards events will give you a network that you can never use money to buy. I know how much I've gotten for being at the Lamaya Awards. So as much as you understand this, focus on how to build a credible, solid brand. I can say it anywhere. As much as some people will believe, okay, you are selling awards, I have built a valuable brand in Maya, and I've been able to convert it to other things. Today now we have Maya Group, we have like 7 to 8 companies, and we do several other things. So understand that there's no money in the awards, but if you build a good name with your award brand, you can always become a bigger person without even making money from the awards. God bless you.
Thank you very much. And that is all for today. I want to say very big thanks from Roy Ige, Afoda Baba Balagba, AY George, and Ademola Ata. Thank you very much for coming to share your experience with us. And I feel that people who are watching out there also would have learned a lot from you. And then this is where we're going to draw the curtain from, or your statement influential talk show. Next time, meet us, same station.